Hello again. This is lesson 2 of 5 lessons. This one is called Morning Ritual. And this is related to an event that I did recently with my partner Joe Stump. We had 30 very successful entrepreneurs that were presenting as part of this event. And each one of them is very successful in their own right, inside their small businesses and inside their lives personally. And I was really curious, what were maybe 5 things that I could see they all shared in common that I could share with you as a success principle? And lesson number 2 is morning ritual. And I know all 30 of these people personally, many of which I work with directly in coaching partnerships. So I know what their morning rituals are. And most of these people have a very powerful morning ritual. And by that I mean they make conscious choices about what they're going to do at the beginning of their days. Most of them, first of all, start their days quite early, 4:30, 5:30 in the morning, so they can get a really early start on the day. And then what they choose to do with those early morning hours is what really matters. Most of them have some sort of an activity that would nurture and support their spiritual life or their spiritual connection. That might be prayer, that might be meditation, that might be journaling. Most of them also have very consistent exercise habits. So they get up early in the morning, possibly meditate or pray or journal, and then they go out and spend somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour in fairly rigorous physical activity. And then the other thing I know many of them do is they really plan what they're going to get done in that day, what they're going to attend to, what their focus is. Now, this is in stark contrast to how many of us, including me at my worst times, will launch into my mornings. I would say that the only thing I have on my mind first thing in the morning on some days is coffee and my email, my inbox. That's not a highly conscious choice. And my days just completely come unraveled when I start my days like that. When I either get a late start on the day or when I drift into my day with a cup of coffee in my inbox. I know for myself when I have a very carefully planned, consciously chosen morning ritual, up early, some form of meditation, some sort of nurturing a higher frequency, and then a real conscious choice about what I'm going to do that day, then I am able to show up for more than just my scheduled appointments. And for most of us, it's easy to show up for our scheduled sessions or our scheduled appointments or our scheduled meetings, but it's a lot harder for us to show up for maybe our outbound or outreach calls to our past clients that we haven't spoken to in a long time, or those systems that we want to install, or communicating with our database, or any of those other things that really allow us to step beyond just the day-to-day inside our businesses. So morning ritual, that's lesson number 2.